Chapter 27, Abel. For more children to come, but when Colt and Lavender were 3, she died of an infection, so Colt knew a lot of his life without his mother. Does Lavender or Colt know? No, the only part of me Lavender knows is her name I gave her. Colt knows all of it, but the stallion doesn't know, I told him. I told him myself. If he is to be the new leader someday, he needed to know so he could decide his own fate. Oh, that's a lot. I know, to take in. I hope you will keep the secrets I have told you. I know you are a bit young to be hearing all this yourself, but I don't want to keep any secrets from you. I will keep it a secret, but why did you tell me? Because everyone needs a chance to choose their own path. It was hard to sleep that night, all the information burning my thoughts. The next few days I went in to look at the foal. He seemed to have doubled in size already. The buffalo would take cookies from my hand, but when I reached for the bucket to refill it with water from the gate, she did a hard pound with her foot and shook her large head. I figured she didn't want me any closer than I was. I decided to call her Cassia, after a spice I had seen in Grandma's cupboard that she always added to her cookies. A full week had passed. It was time to take off the foal's buffalo skin. While it was out in the fence in pasture, I was able to get it close to the fence where I could grab it, removing the skin as quick as I could, but I was not fully quick enough. Just as I got the ropes off, the foal went running off to play. It let out a sound, and Cassia came running up to the fence line, hitting the board with her head, nearly cracking it, knocking me back to the ground. It had soon been over 9 months. The only sign of people I saw was the monthly haul of food that would be left outside each month. I would bring it all in for Grandmother. I thought how lonely she must have been before I showed up. I asked Grandmother to order more hay, as I was instructed, and in a few days a very large shipment came in. It took me a whole day to put it away myself in the barn. Grandmother would go out and sit in a rocker in the sunshine sometimes for a few hours. She said it replenished her soul to feel the sun on her. As we sat out one day, Colt rode up on his horse. "Colt, you're very late. Is all well?" Grandmother glared. "Sorry, Grandmother. A lot has happened. A new unicorn boy showed up, had to work with him, and Father commanded me to go tell the other tribes it's time to start deciding a time to come together for the great meeting." "I see. Has a time been chosen? 10 years from now when the moon is new. I fear I will not see the day with these old eyes, but choose well, Colt." "You shall see it, Grandmother. You're not that old. I've come to take Vida back in the foal." "I would hope so. She's been waiting to see her brother. He's doing fine. He's grown a lot. His new mane is coming in. Soon he will choose his own foal and take the test. Father believes all will go well for him. Now let's go. I have to get back." I hugged her goodbye, and she gave us cookies to take with us. I had been taking my days to practice climbing up on a slick rock, so getting on his horse wasn't as hard now. The foal didn't want to leave his buffalo of a mother, so Colt put a rope upon his head to get him to leave her. The buffalo was irritated, but being on a horse, she left us alone. Colt left the gate opened, and she followed us back to the buffalo herd without a problem. Once there, she seemed to join her own kind, even with the foal crying for her. We walked him away, and eventually he gave in to the lead. We were coming up on the herd I had left. There were 2 new homes built, I could see from where we were. Colt cleared his throat. "Father has taken the time to explain your choice of horses to the herd. With the new boy, you are now old news, so no one will bother you about it directly. If they do, just tell Father. It won't change the fact on how they will now see you, though. The new Bronco is worse than you were. He's a tenderfoot, so take care of him if you see they are giving him a hard time. He's a good guy for a unicorn. His name is Abel.